I need to talk about Patti LuPone. She did an interview this week. So last year, she was in a theater that shared a wall with Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys jukebox musical. She went to the head of the Schubert organization and said, that is a very loud show. You can hear it from my theater. Like, the audience can hear that loud show while they're trying to listen to my show. And Patti LuPone was in a show about two old bitches that live together in the Hamptons or something.
Didn't you like that show?
It was fine.
Okay, because you saw it with your sister, right? Because she's a LuPone
Patti
head.
LuPone head, yeah.
She's got a LuPoner.
She does. No, it was fine. I wasn't saying anything bad just now. It was about two old bitches that live together in the Hamptons.
Okay.
So it's going to be a quiet show, of course. Like, good morning, Gladys. How's your coffee? Like, that kind of stuff the whole time. Whereas, like, Hell's Kitchen, they're like, New York! So, like, of course, we're going to hear it. But that's a building issue. That's not a Hell's Kitchen issue. Anyway, the woman from Hell's Kitchen, who's been on Broadway since 1981, Keisha Lewis, she was understudy for Effie in the original Dreamgirls, among many other things. And she won the Tony for playing Alicia Keys' music teacher in Hell's Kitchen. So she did a 5-minute video on Instagram. This is all last year. 5-minute video on Instagram saying, like, this is an open letter to Patti LuPone. Calling a predominantly black show with black music loud is, like, more than microaggression, and it's dismissive of, like, the black experience and culture, etc. When that video came out, Audra McDonald, who you might know from Private Practice, Grace in the Annie reboot of 1999, she gave it, like, prayer emojis or, like, clap emojis, something, all last year. Now, Audra McDonald is lead actress nominee for a Tony for this year for Gypsy. Audra plays the mother. Patti LuPone has played that part before and got a Tony for it. And, like, women that have played it before are, like, a brassy broad, like a hey, hiya, boys, like that kind of. That's how Gypsy has always been played before. But Audra plays it very, like, real. It's the most I've ever cried at the show. She plays it like she gets in and does the work here. But she doesn't sing the songs like, hiya, boys. So if you're going for the songs, you're not going to get what you're used to, but you do get a performance. Anyway, she's nominated for a Tony. Patti LuPone did an interview, and in it, they said, have you seen Audra's version of Gypsy? She said, yeah. And they said, how did you like it? And she looked out the window and said, what a lovely day. Then later, they brought up the video and, like, the loud thing, and she said, Keisha Lewis is no Broadway vet. She has 8 things to her name. I have 31. And then the journalist was like, in parentheses, was like, actually, it's 10 and 28, but who's counting? So the journalist is on Keisha Lewis's side. But then at the end of that interview, Patti LuPone was like, bitch, learn how Broadway works, or whatever. So now the internet, Broadway, Instagram, Broadway, Twitter is in shambles because Patti LuPone has been known to, like, talk shit and be very Renee Rappish in interviews her whole life. But now, like, I think there is always a line, and I think Patti has finally crossed it. And as far as Keisha Lewis is concerned, like, to call her not a Broadway vet when she's been doing it since 1981.
And, like, leads.
Yeah. Yo, bitch.
How's your sister taking the news?
I haven't talked to her about it. I feel like how my family handled politics and religion in the 90s is how I need to handle this. It's just something we can't talk about.
Don't ask, don't tell.